So United will shoot towards the Eddie Thompson stand in the first half, and of which they scored 2 late in the game against Motherwell, getting over that CIS Cup final disappointment. And there'll be no better way to well and truly get over that disappointment than picking up points against Rangers this afternoon. Charlie Richmond has a look at the watch. Willow Flood and Noel Hunt stand over the ball. And we're underway. United's midfield really dominated Rangers in that game at Hampden. The work rate and pressing of United's quartet. Rangers matched up with 4 in midfield this afternoon as well. Novo looking to link up there with Stephen Whittaker. There's Calvinus. There's Gomez. Hunt. Plays it back for Calvinus again. Sean Dillon back in the side this afternoon, winning his place back. Mihael Kovacevic played the previous 4 games. Darren Dods likewise back in the team this afternoon. Plays that through. Comes out to play. I suppose one thing noted early on for Rangers, it looks like Christian Dailly is going to play right back. He's been playing the defensive midfield roles for Rangers recently. He's going to play right back with Stephen Whittaker, one ahead of him, wide in midfield. And as we thought before kick-off, Joe, both teams 4-4-2.
Yeah, both teams 4-4-2, Scott. You know, a couple of certainly a tactical change for Rangers, and United a couple of changes. Certainly Prince Buaben out from the CIS Cup final team lineup. I'm looking for United to, you know, show today that they could compete with Motherwell and Hibs for this third spot. Hibs and Motherwell done their job yesterday. Looking for United to do their job today.
Here's Magara Gomez. David Robertson wins it back after Kevin Thompson who got a foot in. Wilkie's got Dillon making the run outside him. Here is Sean Dillon. Chipping that forward. Weir not getting comfortable, left foot to it and slices it out to play. Well, last time Rangers were here, Walter Smith was sat right next to Craig Levein. This time he's got Tony Docherty next to him. St Johnstone assistant manager doing his homework ahead of a potential semi-final Scottish Cup tie against Rangers. Here's Flood. To the back post and Noel Hunt. An early scare for the Rangers defence as Noel Hunt got in behind Sasa Papac.
Scott once again there, Willow Flood in midfield. You know, look at the vision there to pick out Noel Hunt at the back post. Hunt's got a good header on it. He'll probably be disappointed that he's not hit the target, Scott, albeit from a difficult angle.
Well, McGregor looked quite comfortable in the end. Pulled his hands away from it, knew it was going wide. And slack marking at the back for Rangers. Right, we'll be hoping there's more of that to come. Here's Flood. Again looking to link up with Hunt. Papac gets it back to McGregor. And it's an awkward clearance from McGregor, who got lucky. Struck David Weir on the foot and gave the centre half a chance to clear.
Got very lucky there, Scott. If it hadn't hurt David Weir there, David Robertson was 10 yards behind him. 25 yards out with a decent chance of a shot on goal.
Gomez will get that one down. Dillon. Heavy first touch from No Hunt. Barry Ferguson picks up for Rangers. Here's Whittaker. Dailly. Stephen Whittaker took his eye off it. Allows United to move forward. Gomez. Must be on Ferguson. Back in there to win it back for United. Dillon, well taken by Robertson. Early cross in, De Vries with the shot! Saved by McGregor. Once again inside the first 5.5 minutes. United asking questions of the Rangers defence.
Scott, we see it again there, you know, the midfield runner going into the space down the channel. David Robertson this time, great cross in, and Matt De Vries got a decent shot away.
At the other end, Boyd flicks on, Novo looking to latch onto it. Former teammate Lee Wilkie standing firm. Good technique there a moment ago from Mark De Vries. Ball coming in slightly behind him. And here he is picking up again. Christian Dailly forced to turn that one out to play for a corner.
You know, Scott, much like the recent cup final at Hampden, United have set the pace of the game. Rangers are a team that are quite happy to, you know, sit off and let you have the ball. United are not being pressed, they're playing the ball about, making some great passes, and 6 minutes in, you know, we're doing really well at the moment. Great chance.
Yellow flood. Low corner, cleared by the first man, Sasa Papac. Flood finds Gomez with a throw in. Carr turned away from trouble. Finds a good ball forward to Hunt. Flood again. Goes deep with the cross. De Vries is pulled off to the back post. Gets that back in. The flag's up.
Scott, that must have been tight, that one.
De Vries managed to isolate himself at the back post. There wasn't much in that, it has to be said. The time Flood played the ball, I would have said De Vries was in line.
Yeah, it's a poor decision there, Scott. Experienced player, he's looking across the line, you know, you'd probably expect him to do that correct there, and he appears to have done so.
Ferguson spreads it wide for Dailly. Now Whittaker. Lunged into the challenge a bit with Robertson. Kept the toe of his boot down. Not leading with the studs, says Charlie Richmond. Quaylar trying to switch it for Lee McCulloch. Sean Dillon making sure that McCulloch couldn't get that down.
You can see the different styles of Scott, you know. When Rangers get the ball, they try to hold on to it. United midfield press them very quickly, not giving them a chance. When United have the ball, you know, the Rangers midfield quite happy just to sit off and let United have the ball.
Flood helps it down the line. Hunt trying to hold off Papac, who gets in front of him. Sasa Papac, third man to join Rangers from Austria Vienna after Paul Legen's arrival. Lieber Sionko and Philip Sebo fallen well and truly out of favour, the two that came before him. Papac still in Walter Smith's plans. Here's Hunt with a cross. Quaylar heads clear. Carr back into the area. Quaylar again gets his head to it. Comes back to Morgado Gomez. And from 25 yards. Morgado Gomez finds the upper tier of the Eddie Thompson stand.
Yeah, just unfortunate, Scott. The first break, the ball's come to the edge there, and it's Mark Kerr not letting him free shooting. He's chose to just lob it back in. Second break, the ball comes out, and it's Morgado Gomez, another not letting him free shooting prowess.
Novo realised he had time to take that on the chest and bring it down. Trying to get the cross in, but again there's no space for him to do so. Weir helps it forward. Boyd knew he was caught offside. No attempt to get back in there.
Just a slight worry there, Scott. You know, as Nacho Novo took that ball and headed up the left-hand channel, Lee Wilkie was, you know, caught in midfield, and Kris Boyd for a minute had splendid isolation in the middle of the United penalty area.
Wilkie taking the chance, and it's intercepted by Novo. Novo wayward with the shot. Lee Wilkie caught out there, looking to play the ball into midfield. It was telegraphed by Novo. Clearance from Zalushka, dropped nicely for De Vries. Comes out to Dillon. Looking to slip the ball into the channel for David Robertson. Just too much in it that time from Sean Dillon.
Yeah, right idea from Sean there. Good composed play to make it to the touchline now. As you say, just a little too much juice on it.
Came off the back of Mark Kerr's head. Throwing McCulloch with a shot. Came off the back of Wilkie. Thompson with the throw. Puts it down for Novo. It's a good cross from Novo. Aimed towards Kris Boyd. Darren Dods got across. And goes out for the corner. Which Thompson will leave for Barry Ferguson to take. Taken short to Thompson. Ferguson gets into the box, and no, Hunt got his head to that at the near post. Quaylar. Dillon and David Robertson combined to clear. Allow United to try and reorganise themselves at the back. There's Whittaker. Boyd comes short to collect that one. Loses it to Darren Dods. Gomez. Here comes across to stop that getting to De Vries.
Foul, referee.
Novo came back and managed to kick it off of Willow Flood and out of play. Collar flicked it on. Boyd trying to square that for Whittaker, who was late with a challenge on Mark Kerr.
I think that's a fact that, you know, it's the second time today Whittaker's went into a challenge being late, fully committed.
Well, he tried to pull out of it, but his momentum still took him straight into Mark Kerr. And Stephen Whittaker can count himself lucky not to be shown a yellow card there.
Very surprised, Scott. I think Charlie Richmond, you know, was the way he took him away there and reaching into his pocket. I think he was quite happy that it was going to be a caution. Maybe the reaction of the players decided to make it just a warning, but as I say, a couple of Stephen Whittakers went into them like that.
And thankfully Mark Kerr is up and able to jog across to the touchline after some treatment from Jeff Clark. Zalushka with a free kick, headed away by Dailly. Colin is looking for Whittaker. Well, free kick goes in. Well, there's no free kick. Charlie Richmond not fooled by the attempt of Stephen Whittaker to win the free kick. We'll see from this angle. Well, think back to Kevin Thompson's performance in the Old Firm derby last weekend, and having been talked to by Charlie Richmond, Stephen Whittaker continues to lead a charmed life.
I think also Scott there, you know, the referee I think was ready to give a free kick, and I can only assume that his assistants spoke to him and told him.
Mark de Vries nonplussed. Carr then taken late by McCulloch. It'll be interesting to see if Barry Ferguson was offered more protection from the referee. Calvinus, chance to cross. Weir sticks out a foot. Comes back to Calvinus. Weir again meets it. And Christian Dailly can clear.
Great play by United just now, Scott. They're really taking the game to Rangers.
Well, it's certainly livened the fans up, and United put in a committed performance. And catching that crossfield ball from Calvinus. There's a chance for Rangers to try and break. Novo looking to use his pace to get the better of Dods. Dillon gets it back to Lucas Alushka.
Scott, there's no doubt the temperatures went up in the last couple of minutes, and you ask yourself why, and it comes back to the decisions of Charlie Richmond. He's decided not to caution Whittaker, and then there's been a few more digs from Rangers players afterwards.
Thompson's pass came off the back of Morgaro Gomez, gives Hunt the chance to move forward. Boyd looking for Novo. He would have been onside. Darren Dods did well to cut that out.
Yeah, timely intervention by Darren Dods there.
Gomez finds David Robertson. Hunt looking for de Vries. That's just a bit behind the Dutchman. Flood looking for options ahead of him. Robertson's pulled wide. Cross in from Robertson towards de Vries. Quaylar up well. Papach forward for Boyd. Carr fouling McCulloch. And Carr will also get a talking to from Charlie Richmond.
We're coming up for 18 minutes in, Scott. United performance so far has been excellent. One disappointing thing, you know, has probably been the inability of No Hunt to hold the ball on the feet. You know, when he's had it at 2 or 3 occasions already.
So he takes it and holds off Papach, finds Dillon. Rangers' last SPL defeat came here at Tannadice. 18 SPL games since then. They've taken 52 out of a possible 54 points. The game which they didn't win was also in the northeast at Pittodrie in December. A 1-each draw. 13 straight SPL wins for them. Can United bring that run to a halt this afternoon? Calvinus whips the cross in. And it's handball. The decision, Barry Ferguson. Well, if it's penalised as handball.
It's one of those, Scott, you know, he's went into the challenge, he's had his hands out at the side of his body. Quite a blatant handball at that. I thought the referee was actually a bit slow in making his mind up, and, you know, he waited to see the ball bouncing in the area and then decided to give the free kick.
Famous to Charlie Richmond. There was a potential that it might have broken in United's favour with David Robertson moving to the near post. Didn't materialise as an advantage, so free kick was given. The referee making sure there's no shirt pulling going on. United talking during the week of the attention Lee Wilkie gets from these situations, and certainly wrestling again with Carlos Cuellar at the back post there as well. If Flood put that one in.
Scott, was just disappointing there. You know, I would like to have seen if that ball went into the area where Wilkie was. The referee and the assistant's eyes may have been brought to the fact, you know, that Carlos Cuellar got on the wrong side of Lee Wilkie there and he had his hands all over him.
Dods plays that forward. Came off Whitaker again. Novo trying to get it back to the former Hibs player. Calvin and Dods combining to thwart the progress of Stephen Whitaker. Calvin has given that back to Rangers. Cross in too high for Novo. Rangers again so far unable to trouble Lucas Alushka. Coming up for midway through the first half. Hunt cushions that down. Here's David Robertson. We'll look again for Hunt. Flag up.
Again, Scott, disappointing, you know. No Hunt's looking across the line there. Great knockback by himself too. David Robertson, he's made a good run wide, you know, all he had to do is just check his run and watch the defensive line.
Boyd to help that on. If he doesn't get a look in those, Dillon has come across to cover. Frustration of Kris Boyd. This season fouling Flood. Midway through the first half, Joe. I think Craig Levein will definitely be happy with what he's seen so far.
Performance-wise, Scott, I think he'll be delighted with what United have done so far. Probably slightly disappointed, you know, that we haven't came close to scoring a goal, because we've got a period of domination here, you know, that you have to look for an end product out of.
Calvinus, a bit longer this time. Papach, his headed clearance came off the back of De Vries, drops for Flood. Now Hunt. David Robertson getting into the box to provide another option as well as De Vries. Margaro Gomez picks up the loose ball.
Excellent play there by Margaro Gomez, Scott. Read what Ferguson was trying to do.
Carr chips it into the area. Papach heading clear. It's won back by Robertson. Cuellar. No nonsense from the Spaniard. Dailly caught Galvanus, but both players allowed time to get back on their feet by the referee.
The standing 8 count.
Darren Dods plays it long towards De Vries. Battling over David Weir, who looked to thrust an arm out towards it. Mark De Vries appealed. Didn't get anything from the officials.
Yeah, definitely looking for the assistant to get involved in that circumstance.
Calvin is doing well to keep that in.
Stephen Whitaker once again throwing himself at the ground, Scott.
Here's Gomez. Goes beyond Kevin Thompson. Cuellar then again stops the progress of United. Great awareness from Gomez again. Knew that Thompson was coming in behind him. Hunt turns away from Dailly. Here's De Vries. Helps it back through. Hunt couldn't take that in his stride. The flag had stayed down.
Yeah, he was definitely onside, Scott. A great pass through from Mark De Vries there, you know, and just slightly behind no Hunt. Great clever play by United.
A little ball back through. Had Hunt managed to take a touch on that, giving him a clear one-on-one chance with Alan McGregor. Gomez. Headed away by Weir. Rangers just panicking a little bit at the back at the moment. Papac's just launching that one away. Only as far as Gomez. Now Calvinus. Carr. Breaks back for David Robertson. And he choked the shot wide.
It's just having the conviction, Scott, isn't it, to, you know, have a good effort from the edge of the area there, putting belief that you're going to strike the ball and make the goalkeeper work. Looking back over the last 5 minutes, so Scott, you know, United have been camped in the Rangers half here. I've no doubt, you know, I suspect there's a fairly decent win behind United this half, but even still, you know, the performance has been superb and Rangers are struggling to cope with us just now.
Lee Wilkie and Kris Boyd tussling. And this time it's Boyd who gets the decision in his favour from the referee. And perhaps Wilkie on another day may have seen a yellow card for kicking the ball away after the free kick was given.
Another day, another referee.
Gary Ferguson stands over the free kick for Rangers. In towards Dailly and Quayler at the back post. Wilkie heads clear. It comes back to McCulloch. He wasn't far away from giving Rangers the lead. United not managing to clear their lines from the free kick. Wilkie got it as far as the edge of the area. It broke back for McCulloch. Zalushka was beaten. I was glad to see that. Just have enough on it to go over the bar.
You know, the angle and trajectory of that shot there, Scott, that's unstoppable if it's on target, isn't it? We know this is going to happen. You know, when you play Rangers, you could have periods of dominance. They're always dangerous. You've always got to keep switched on. And hopefully that'll be a slight warning for United. A few times today, Scott, I've noticed Peter Houston out telling the front two to vary their movement.
Dods heads away. Gomez showing good pace to get there in front of Quayler. And unable to find David Robertson.
Cynical enough for me to suggest there, Scott, that Charlie Richmond didn't see a foul by Stephen Whittaker because it may have been yellow card time.
I just wondered whether he felt Christian Calvinus was trying a Whittaker, shall we say. Seeing the ball was potentially heading out to play anyway. Here's Whittaker again, helps that inside for Boyd. He's always dangerous in those positions, and this time Wilkie, strong foot to it, plays it out for the corner. Have McCulloch, Weir, Boyd, Dailly and Quayler to aim for. And towards McCulloch. De Vries got his head to it before he was fouled by the Rangers player. Fourth time Charlie Richmond's taken charge of a game involving both these sides this season. And amongst the threes refereed United and previously, both the defeats against Gretna, as well as the Scottish Cup fourth round win against Clyde.
last couple of minutes there, Scott, there's been a whistling noise coming from somewhere in the crowd. And, you know, every time I hear it, I keep looking for the referee to see what he's given a foul for. And I've just seen the fourth official speaking to a couple of police officers. I don't know if it's something to do with that, but I hope so, because it's starting to get right on my nerves.
Here's Novo. Wilkie. Just toying with Kevin Thompson there, the United captain. And plays it down the line, but it's helped forward again by Ferguson. This ball breaking, Ferguson comes out with it. Again, just from one captain to the other.
Last couple of moments, Scott, the game's got a bit more scrappy. Hopefully United can get back to playing the passing football, which has seen them dominate most of the first half an hour here.
Almost checks back and finds Darren Dods, who's got himself back in the side. Missed out ahead of the cup final in the game against Parkhead, where Garry Kenneth played alongside Lee Wilkie. Levein impressed enough with Kenneth's performances in those games against Gretna and Celtic. Kept faith with the youngster. Dodds was the man left out in his 4 games. Get his chance again this afternoon. Garry Kenneth picking up a red card at Tynecastle last weekend. And back to the back 4, which performed so well for United in the opening stages of the season. Still, they share the second best record with Rangers in the SPL for goals conceded at home this season. Only 9 goals that United have conceded in the SPL at Tannadice. Played in towards McCulloch, who probably trying to lay that down for Kris Boyd. Looking again at that defensive record, it's some way back. The next best side are Falkirk, having conceded 14 at home compared to United's 9. Really is testament to where the improvements have come for Craig Levein's side this season.
Good strong play there by Mark De Vries there, Scott, and winning that ball and holding it up.
And the rear gets it clear. Collins finding Dodds, who took the chance and didn't quite get away with it.
Charlie Richmond, thankfully, relying on the advice of his assistant there to give United that throw.
Certainly a hokey-cokey moment for Charlie Richmond. The arms going in and out in both directions. Sean Dillon asking the question to the referee there as Lee McCulloch again clipped him late on, as he did with Mark Carr earlier. Forward by Dodds. And then Stephen Whittaker gets no change out of Charlie Richmond. He's again looking for the free kick as Collins came in to challenge him. Neither of them got his touch on the ball. Carr finds Dillon. Need to play that in behind David Weir. Robertson playing it forward. Boyd trying to let it drop, and Darren Dods had timed it well, but he didn't do so. Sean Dillon at the second attempt gets the free kick from Charlie Richmond. The Irishman having a word with the referee, saying that's 3 or 4 times he's been clipped.
Yeah, certainly a couple of minutes ago, Scott, you know, Lee McCulloch's caught him very late after the ball being away. Unfortunately, Charlie was still having a little joke with his assistant about his, I believe it was hokey cokey moment, you described it.
Here's Christian Calvinus. Wong, here he gets his head to it. Flood helps it forward again. Papac again just launches it in the direction he's facing. Flood was fouled as trying to get onto the pass from Hunt.
I make that number 4 foul from Kris Boyd.
Yes, seems to lead a charmed life in front of goal, Kris Boyd. So far escaped any further action from the referee. Flood plays it into the box. It's good movement there, and the header, and it's back in, it's on the post,
yes!
and in! Christian Calvinus with a final touch. 3 goals for United and 2 against Rangers.
Well, Scott, if at first you don't succeed, try again, eh?
It was like a game of pinball in there. Craig Levein watches on, showing no emotion. Less than can be said for the United fans behind that goal. The ball played in. Darren Dods with the first header. Great save from Alan McGregor. Calvinus then directed it onto the post.
Scott, the Rangers defence is at literally at 6s and 7s there. Look at them.
It's the right knee of Christian Calvinus that gives United the breakthrough. 37.5 minutes on the clock. Delight for United. It's the goal they deserve. It's United 1, Rangers 0.
Scott, as you say, you know, 37, almost 38 minutes in, United fully deserve to be ahead in this game, and you know, at this point in time I don't see anything to stop them going pushing for a second, because they're the dominant team. You know, it goes to show, Scott, that if you could put quality delivery into the box, you've got the personnel there and the height, you know, to cause any team bother.
McCulloch eventually, the 3rd time of asking, and Charlie Richmond making the point that that's persistent fouling, which has earned him the yellow card.
Scott, that challenge in itself was a cautionable challenge, you know, so Charlie's maybe doing him a favour in saying that purely for persistent.
Well, slid in. I think it was more the fact that the left leg came round to catch Hunt as well as he was on his way down. David Weir. Well, Christian Calvinus now 2 league goals in 47 league games. And both of them have come against Rangers. His first game, and his 47th.
Yeah, he scored his first goal for the club in his first game, Scott, and there was nothing, you know, for what, 40 games or so after that, and all of a sudden he's turned into a bit of a goal-getter.
Well, debates going on in the middle as to how this game should be restarted.
Scott, it's a drop ball, drop it and let the two of them get stuck into one another.
And Kevin Thompson eventually says that, yeah, we'll give it possession back to United.
Absolute nonsense.
Dillon. There's Mark Carr. Plays that forward. And a little bit less on that, and Rangers would have been panicking at the back again. There's Christian Dailly. Who's given United the opening goal. Whittaker again frustrated on the far side. United get the throw in. Hunt lays off. Flood helps it forward. Here's De Vries. Taylor gets the better of him eventually.
Yeah, United unfortunate not to get one of the 2 or 3 free kicks they're probably entitled to in that move there, Scott.
Helped down by Hunt. Quayler taking the chance. De Vries unable to nick it away from him. But Rangers not looking comfortable at the back.
Scott, they're there for the taking.
I wondered how the events of yesterday would affect Rangers. Celtic going down to Motherwell. I wonder whether it would be a little bit of a leisurely attitude from Rangers with the title seemingly in the bag, and theirs to lose now. But really, we can't say that that's definitely been the case, because it's the same Rangers as we saw at Hampden in the first half. United just haven't allowed them to get into any stride at all.
Yeah, and Scott, more importantly, you know, we're probably looking at how well Motherwell done yesterday having an effect on United's performance. You know, and the lads have come out today and been sensational from the first whistle.
United know that only a win will get them back up to 3rd place at the split. Potentially, with Motherwell still having games in hand against Rangers and Celtic. Ferguson wanting Morgado Gomez back the full 10 before he takes the free kick. And it's in towards David Weir. Rangers get the equaliser 2 minutes before the break. And it's David Weir's 2nd of the season. And the man who Craig Levein nominated during the week as potentially his player of the year. That's the equalising goal.
Scott, it's a good ball in by Ferguson, a great jump by David Weir. You know, I don't think there's much you could suggest United could have done better there. It's just a great leap. Perfectly timed run from the 37-year-old. United will look back to the seemingly harsh free kick awarded in that far corner. And having dominated and got the goal they deserved, they find themselves pegged back just short of half-time. You know, and of course, Scott, the kick on from that is the fact that, you know, if we went in 0-0 but dominating the game, we'd have came out the second half in a very positive mood. As it is, you know, that goal means that, you know, Rangers will be going in with a good positive feeling and looking forward to the second half, and United have to lift themselves and get back into it. Came off the face of Morgado Gomez. Thompson plays it forward. Dods reads his lines. Novo will charge into the back of Mark Carr. Kris Boyd claiming that Lee Wilkie had a kick out at. He knows exactly where Wilkie came in with the challenge, and whether his boot was raised or not, I have no idea. You know, regardless of what's happened with the challenge, Scott, Charlie Richmond's got the two of them in there. He's telling them to calm down. They're ignoring him. You know, they walk away from him and go head to head again. I'll be amazed if the two of them don't come out with yellow cards.
Stuart Dougal, the fourth official, has indicated there will be 1 minute of time added on at the end of the first half. We're already halfway through that. United maybe just for one final opportunity as Zalushka will launch the free kick forward. Quayler gets it clear. Calvinus does well. Here's Gomez. Hunt cushions it down. It's just behind De Vries again. It's falling the wrong side of Mark De Vries.
Scott, I'm sorry, but you know, and they made an indication of slight bitterness, but the Rangers' tactics this half have been absolutely shocking. That long punt up the park.
I think the safest and fairest way to describe the first half here is that the Rangers have survived the United onslaught and managed to go into the break all square at a goal apiece. It was Christian Calvinus who gave United the breakthrough, getting his own pass off the post and knocking it in. And a harsh free kick awarded in Rangers' favour just before the break, and Davy Weir was there, timing his run perfectly to get the equalising goal. A half-time score at Tannadice. It's United 1, Rangers 1. No changes to either side at half-time. Charlie Richmond waiting for the signal from the television people that he can get things going again. For United, it will be a case of trying to get things going again and pick up exactly where they left off. The only time Lucas Zalushka was troubled in that first half, a shot from Lee McCulloch that dipped over the bar, and then that equalising goal from Davy Weir just before the half-time break. On the other end, United have made Rangers look rushed and panicked defensively. Robertson got there in front of Kevin Thompson. And he's been penalised for an apparent foul on the Rangers midfielder. He said from the line the two of them were coming in. I thought it was Robertson who got his head to it. Levein down into the technical area for the second half. Here's Quayler. Novo finds Boyd, goes down. Under close attention from Lee Wilkie. Going down a little bit too willingly, perhaps, to persuade Charlie Richmond there was a foul there. And that was definitely a foul on Mark Carr. United get things going quickly. Calvinus, here's Gomez. Now Noel Hunt opens up in front of Hunt. He goes for a goal. It's parried by McGregor. And De Vries couldn't quite latch onto the bouncing ball.
Scott, that's a great strong shot by Noel Hunt there. And, you know, as it's broke out there, De Vries looked favourite to win it. I think Queller's just done well enough to just ease him away from the path of the ball.
Dods using his strength as Novo came in to challenge. Played forward, Hunt trying to get in behind Quayler. Spaniard doing enough to get that out of play.
Scott, it was quite clear from up here that when Nacho Novo's been, manhandled, if you want to call it that, by Darren Dods there, he's then kicked out at Darren. The referees chose to just ignore that.
Novo lost the plot after coming on as sub here in the October game. There's Hunt with a throw towards Wilkie, headed away by Quayler again. Ferguson leading with the sole of the boot, but given leeway to do so by the referee. Nacho Novo well offside as that was played forward. Alan McGregor, the hero there for Rangers. No Hunt, it opened up for him, everyone stood off him. McGregor parrying. Sasa Papac it was who got the touch away. That was the incident between Boyd and Wilkie. Quite rightfully, no penalty, said the referee. There was a penalty just after half-time which brought Rangers back into the game here in October. Daniel Kuzan netting from the spot that day. Where United got a penalty of their own, which Darren Dods tucked home. Here's Thompson. Papac gives that back to McGregor. So he gets a shout that he had time. Takes it down, feeds Calvinus. Up battling with Quayler. Long range headed pass back to Zalushka. Novo again just hanging out a leg as the keeper came. And then some dissent to Charlie Richmond, as Richmond told him to calm down. Well, it looks like it's going to be a very lenient Charlie Richmond who's willing to accept that kind of dissent from Nacho Novo.
You know, Scott, since half-time we've seen Nacho Novo kick out of Darren Dods, leave a leg in there when there's no need to even put a leg up with Zalushka, then tell the referee to get away.
Novo it is who gets the block on Dods' clearance. Well, Novo's well and truly fired up, now orchestrating the Rangers fans. And we've seen with him before, there's a fine line between being fired up and playing an active part and losing the plot completely, as he did in the Scottish Cup game against Hibs at Ibrox as well. A red card that day, gave him a suspension, which meant he had to sit out the CIS Cup final. Go forward by Carr. Hunt cushions it down. Here's David Robertson. Goes wide for Calvinus. United with three in the box. It's towards De Vries. Where he got a touch. Comes through to Dillon. There's Hunt. 2-1.
Superb, superb.
As simple as it comes for Noel Hunt. Sean Dillon with a tremendous ball. The composure from Noel Hunt at the back post just to nod it in. Hunt takes the congratulations from Peter Houston and Craig Levein. And it was the simplest of tasks, and it was down to the composure of Sean Dillon. He looked up, he played the ball across, he saw that Hunt was unmarked. He didn't lash it across goal, he picked him out. And Hunt was there to nod it home.
As you say there, Scott, you know, when that ball came to Sean Dillon, I think everyone was saying, you know, drive it, but you see there quite clearly there's 4 or 5 Rangers bodies there, you know, and excellent composure and vision to play it to the back post and Hunt up. Put it in, 2-1 United, game on again.
And he scored against Rangers in the cup final, he scored against Rangers again. Here's Noel Hunt once more. De Vries has made his way into the box. It's Quayler who gets the header. Here's David Robertson. Came off with Stephen Whittaker. Dods should be able to clear this one.
You know, Scott, if we continue to see Nacho Novo sliding into the challenges, I suspect, as you maybe suggested earlier, it is only going to be a matter of time.
Here's De Vries. Didn't quite get that down to release David Robertson. McCulloch slips that through, the flag's up against Kris Boyd. And this is the target uncharacteristically.
Yeah, I would like to have seen that one nestle in the net. There's got two of them quite clearly offside.
Similar position, if only he'd pulled the shot wide with 5 minutes to go in the cup final. Walter Smith on the phone into the Rangers technical area. I just wonder whether Walter Smith and Ali McCoy gave their team a little bit of a firm talking to at half-time. They've been second best for large parts of that first half. And certainly something has fired Nacho Novo up for the second half.
Scott, once again, fair play to Charlie Richmond. You know, he's twice today he's changed his decision on the advice of an assistant.
Yes. What the assistants are there to do. That's the change in terminology from linesman to assistant referee. And right in front of the assistant referee, Nacho Novo rather, the Rangers number 10, flattened by Mark Carr, who picks up a yellow card.
Once again, Scott, I think it was a challenge, you know, that was probably worthy of a yellow card on its own.
Carr's fourth yellow card of the season. And Rangers with the chance to put in another free kick. Garry Gomez will need to be further than about 4.5 yards away from Barry Ferguson when he takes it. Ferguson plays it in. There's a touch by Dailly, and at the back post it's nodded over the bar. Flag was up for offside in any case. It was Nacho Novo who got it at the back post. Dailly flicked it on, and the assistant was spot on with the raising of the flag.
Yeah, good decision there by the assistant.
Dailly inside for Ferguson. Dods gets the header clear only as far as Thompson. Sets it up for McCulloch. Blocked by Wilkie. Breaks for Mark Carr. Now Gomez. They're just helping it round the corner for Flood to pick up. Novo. Turning away from Dods. Still Nacho Novo, gets it to the back post, there's Barry Ferguson, gets the shot in! Right across the face of goal. Boyd couldn't divert it into the net. And Nacho Novo it was, given time to get the cross in. Ferguson right across the face. Maybe an argument that Boyd was offside in any case. He looked to have strayed just a little bit ahead of Ferguson as he played the ball in. It's immaterial in any case.
What there is no argument about, Scott, is that, you know, it has to go down as a sitter by Kris Boyd there. More concerning for United, you know, was the fact that Barry Ferguson was able to run off.
There's De Vries. Mark De Vries still going through, and Christian Dailly got the foot in. Flag stays down. Nacho Novo with a chance for Rangers. He turns it into the net. Well,
Scott, I would like to see that again. I'm convinced Nacho Novo was offside when the ball was played through.
The United defence had their hands up, appealing for offside. Novo kept his composure, went round Zalushka, and knocked the ball home. We're level again at 2 apiece. Novo may have just got himself back on side before the ball was played through.
Yeah, I think Christian Dailly, a couple of yards behind the rest of the United defence, they're playing Nacho Novo inside.
Cool finish from Novo, who's looked anything but cool in the first 13 minutes of the second half. And parity restored again. Certainly seems to be something about when these two teams come together. Entertaining. Very, very close games.
You know, Scott, I do have to say, you know, if both times we went ahead, you know, you look for a bit of composure for 5 minutes after scoring the goal, and it's probably been missing on both occasions.
Pass back to McGregor. It's controlled by Gomez. Well, just before Nacho Novo's goal, a timely intervention by Christian Dailly. As Mark de Vries looked like he was going to run through in a similar position as Novo got. Here we see again. Well, Novo may have just been a few inches offside when the ball was played. Tough one for the assistant, because a second or two after that he was back onside because he was on his way back.
Yeah, I think it only shows how difficult it is for the assistant, Scott, because my initial reaction was that he was quite clearly offside. When I seen it again, you know, I then thought, oh no, he's onside, and then we see it with the graphic there. He does indeed look to be offside.
As you say, it makes it, shows how difficult it is for the assistants, and I guess with the directive that borderline decisions should go in favour of the attacking side. United have got themselves back in front once after being pegged back. Is there a third goal in this for the Tangerines? Half an hour still to play. Nacho Novo's about as far away as Garry Gomez was at the other end. Gomez comes inside for Carr. To the back post. Dailly gets in front of Lee Wilkie. There's Hunt with a throw. Wilkie flicks on. Uncomfortably. Wheeler turns it behind.
You know, Scott at the back post there, Mark de Vries is standing with his, you know, hands over his face, and I think he's thinking the same as me here, and that he should maybe, you know, gambled on that ball dropping behind Lee Wilkie there. Still a good opportunity from a corner.
I think we may see Sean Dillon shortly for United. Flood plays the corner in. Headed away by Papac. Dillon into the area. Weir gets his head to it. Wilkie was lurking behind him. Queller gets his head to that one. Waits for Calvinus. Now David Robertson. Good ball in. Hunt hanging up at the back post. Couldn't get the power in the header to trouble McGregor. McGregor's clearance. And Kris Boyd waiting for the ball rather than coming to take it.
Well, that was quite clearly a free kick there for the challenge of Kris Boyd on Mark Kerr.
See Peter Houston there giving some instruction to Sean Dillon. Rangers have looked uncomfortable with the aerial threat, and it's about to be added to. Dailly about to come on. Zalushka does well to come and claim that over the top of McCulloch.
You would imagine, Scott, that the change will be a straight swap. Sean Dillon for Mark De Vries.
Flicked on by Novo again, the flag stays down. Zalushka comes. Here's Novo. He's taking it wide, he'll still get the shot in.
Scott, the assistant's got to get his act together here, because once again, Kris Boyd was clearly offside there.
Well, here's the replay, and again it was a borderline one. Zalushka came, thought for a moment that he presented it on a plate to Novo.
I would suggest in that occasion there, Scott, that's probably a bread and butter decision for an assistant. They're the ones that you look to them to get correct, and that's the reason they're there, assisting the referee.
In the meantime, Sean Dailly has come on to replace Mark De Vries. Dailly immediately involved, flicks that on for no Hunt. Seemed to be clipped by Quayler. Again, Charlie Richmond quite happy to let play continue. Hunt stayed down. Flood inside for Kerr. And a chance for Sean Dillon to cross. It's in there! Carlos Quayler with the
Come on, United! 3-2, come on!
Hunt still on the deck at the other end of the pitch. United were a man short in the attack. It didn't matter. Sean Dillon again picking out the cross. It was beyond David Robertson. And Quayler stuck out the left foot.
Scott, it's a fabulous ball in from Sean Dillon there. David Robertson probably maybe feel he should have got on the end of that. Great ball in. Sean Dailly waiting. Quayler's had to deal with it, and he's dispatched it past McGregor.
Well, I wondered whether it was a touch of surprise for Quayler that it came through to him. It did look like David Robertson was going to get to the ball in front of him. But with 70 minutes gone, so as you were again, United a goal up.
See that again there, Scott. It's a superb ball. David Weir can't get to it. Quayler has to deal with it. It's a great clearance how he makes it, but great goal for United because he didn't make it.
Hunt continues to get treatment. And there's 65 minutes on the clock. So as you were, United a goal in front again. Well, for two sides that have kept it tight all season, it's a 5-goal thriller. 25 minutes still to go. Ferguson finds Papac. Across the back post, Whittaker's lining up the volley. Christian Calvinus backtracking. Just to clear the danger. Hunt looking uncomfortable on that left leg. Sean Dailly. Goes back to Sean Dillon, who's now got 2 assists for the afternoon. Familiar story and familiar outcome. Willow Flood with a pass back towards Zalushka. And United should know by now you can't do that when Kris Boyd's on the field.
Scott, I'm looking at that and I don't even think it's a back pass. I think it's a pass to Lee Wilkie, it's just been put astray.
Once again, United ahead for less than 3 minutes. Rangers back on level terms. It's now 3 each. Collins plays it down the line towards Dailly. Quayler. There's good defensive work there. Forward again by Flood.
Scott, Kris Boyd's got a phenomenal goal scoring record for Rangers and indeed against Dundee United, but if we keep laying them on the plate for them, he's going to keep scoring them.
Well, that was Kris Boyd's 50th league goal for Rangers. 72nd league appearance. And 50 goals and 55 starts in the SPL for Kris Boyd in a Rangers shirt. Here's no Hunt in the box. Goes to ground as he went past Quaylar. Calvin is back to Zalushka. Nacho Novo is closing down the United keeper that time. You can see Craig Levein in the bottom of your shot there, just telling his team to keep their composure.
Yeah, they've shown on various occasions today, Scott, you know, when they're playing football, they're a superior team to this Rangers team, you know, and it is all about composure and keeping cool when you get ahead and trying to sit on the lead. 3 times today we've had it, and 3 times we've failed to hold on to it.
Still just over 20 minutes remaining. Still time for somebody in a tangerine shirt to crown this performance this afternoon with a winning goal. It's Rangers who have the chance from the set piece. Barry Ferguson and wait for David Weir to join the attack. It's a poor delivery. Robertson leaves it for Flood. And Gomez. Rangers flooding bodies back. And it's under close attention from Kevin Thompson. Christian Dailly takes charge of the loose ball.
You know, Scott, the goals have been going in with such regularity today, and the game is so open at the moment that you can't believe that it's going to finish 3-3 today.
There's Thompson. The timing has run well that time. Whittaker will get a second chance. Finds Dailly this time. Now Will Flood takes it on for United.
Drive on, well, it's 2-on-2.
Quaylar in hot pursuit. Now Dillon. Looking for the run of Mark Carr. Carlos Quaylar was there to clear. Whittaker pokes that through. The assistant was, I think, on the verge of awarding offside, but the referee's pulled it back for the challenge on Whittaker.
Scott, what comes first there? If the ball's played before the foul's made and the man's in an offside position, is it not a case that he's offside before the foul's committed?
McCoist and Kenny McDowell down there in the technical area. Looks like we may see Jean-Claude Darqueville. And we almost saw Rangers take the lead for the first time in the game. Lucas Zalushka with a fantastic stop to deny Nacho Novo.
Superb save from Lucas here. Suspicion of handball maybe from Nacho Novo.
Novo in search of his second of the afternoon. Kenny McDowell had to go all the way up to the director's box in the Eddie Thompson stand to get the instructions from Walter Smith. So jogging down from the tunnel area A moment to go. Passing on instructions to McCoist. And Ferguson with the corner. Towards Carlos Cuellar. Cuellar looking to get him target at the right end of the field. There's a header from Weir, it's deflected over the top. Sean Dillon was with Nacho Novo, came off with Sean Dillon last. As Weir was also looking for his second of the afternoon. A lot deeper this time, and it's bent out of play on its way in. And Rangers will make the change. And certainly looks like it's attacking intent from Rangers. The number 8 goes up. Kevin Thompson, the man being withdrawn. Jean-Claude Darkeville comes on. Half-time substitute at Hampden in the CIS final. He's now the man that will partner Kris Boyd up front. Nacho Novo moves back to the right side of midfield. Stephen Whittaker's dropped back to right back with Christian Dailly into the centre of Rangers midfield. Calvinus, James Gomez. So Gomez loses out to Ferguson and gets it back from Novo.
Great play there by Mark Kerr.
Dillon. Hunt gets it wide for Flood. Hunt gets the return ball. And a good challenge from Papac. And they could have the throw again.
You know, Scott, I have to say, the last couple of minutes I've been trying to look at the game subjectively, and for the neutrals out there it must be a cracking fair. From a United point of view, they managed to go 3 times ahead against Rangers, and still be pegged back. Slightly galling.
Dillon gives it back to Hunt. Space for him to get the cross in. Cuellar, the man who got his head to it. There's Novo. And Darkeville. And the pass gave United a chance, and David Robertson nicked in to win it back. Now Gomez. Back to Robertson. Put under immediate pressure by Ferguson.
The assessment was a bit quick with his flag there, you know. John Dailly coming back was definitely an offside position, not convinced no Hunt was. There's Flood, under pressure by McCulloch.
That's still battling in there. It comes back to Dailly. Ferguson gets it wide. Papac. And away by Dillon. Back to McCulloch. Again, it's blocked. And actually, it's John Dailly up on the edge of his own penalty area who gets it clear. Calvin is wide for Gomez. Calvin has continued his run. Ferguson was in there. Wilkie gets in front of D'Archeville.
Good defending there by Lee Wilkie. Fully in control of the situation.
Thomas again. Calvin is again making the run forward. He finds Hunt. No, Hunt gets to the byline. Into the area. Pulls it back and challenge came in from Weir. And David Robertson. Robertson stayed down. Almost keeps that in. Here's Kerr. There Calvin is. Slips that through and Dailly was just wrong-footed.
You know, it's still good attacking play from United, Scott.
Oh, David Robertson took the knock. Wow. Looking at that one again. He certainly came across the front to David Weir. Rangers defender may have just got a touch on the ball.
I think probably the clincher for Charlie Richmond there is that David Robertson's played the ball in that direction. You know, he's cut across the defender rather than the defender come across him. But the problem United's got at the moment is, you know, we've not got Mark de Vries coming short to take the ball into feet. And Vergara, Gomez, Willow, Flood, Mark Kerwin, they're getting the ball at the feet. Similar position to this, you know, they're having to look for other options.
Dillon checks back onto the left foot. Crosses behind everyone. Gomez battles in there. Dailly squares it. Robertson lays it back. Gomez! Off the knee of David Weir.
Scott, if it wasn't going in, it was certainly going very close to the far post, and there was, you know, the goalkeeper simply wasn't getting to that.
Good awareness from David Robertson. Presented the chance to Gomez. Weir got the block. United still have the chance from the corner. Cluster of tangerine shirts just outside the 6-yard box. We'll separate now as it comes in. Again, arms all over John Dailly. Played right back in on top of McGregor.
Scott, could you remember witnessing a game of football so open? Oh, I don't know. I mean, is it good attacking play or are both defences?
Well, it was refreshing to see physical challenges being allowed on the goalkeeper. John Dailly backing into Alan McGregor. Fully expected to hear the whistle. Not so on that occasion. Papac up this time. And Flood wide again for Hunt. Cross comes in. Wilkie gets his head to it.
Oh, it was a chance.
United captain looking to put his side in front again. Dillon wins the header. Calvin is barged in the back. Whittaker with the throw, helped on by D'Archeville. Novo closing down and blocking Calvin as his clearance. Into the final 8 minutes. United has been ahead 3 times. 3 times they've been pegged back by Rangers. These are their 4th in the offing. Dailly with a long range effort. Whittaker looking to get the better of Gomez, who comes into the challenge. Ferguson plays it forward. Kris Boyd. Wow. There looked to be no contact. Was there just a clip of the heel? Well, if there wasn't enough for Kris Boyd to go down.
I think you can see it there, Scott. You know, there has been contact, but you know, Kris Boyd's felt the contact and decided to go down after it.
Papac plays it forward towards Boyd. Calvinus and Dods get it away. Well, just under 6 minutes remaining, Joe. You see a winner coming either way?
Well, Scott, you know, with 20 minutes to go, it was 3-all, and I suggested that the game couldn't go to the 90th minute without another goal. I'm scared to comment now, to be honest.
Once again, no Hunt stayed down. Got the arm of David Weir into his face. I don't think there was any malicious intent from the Rangers defender. You see it here as the ball came towards them. We're just looking to hold off Hunt.
Both management teams taking the opportunity, Scott, to pass on some instructions to the teams.
Dailly clears. Dailly gets in front of Dailly. It's the Rangers man who wins the header. And Ferguson managed to poke that through for Boyd. Darshfield back in for Boyd, who's offside. And twice he's been flagged offside in those positions. He's missed the target. And unfortunately for United, the one time he read it and was onside. The ball having come off Willow Flood last. The ball was played into the bottom corner. Rangers look like they're going to turn to Steven Naismith for the final couple of minutes. Goes forward by Dodds, but it's too long for Hunt. There's Willow Flood. Back inside for Mark Carr. Daly's come short this time. There's it off. Gomez will get there. There's Christian Calvinus now. Dailly is pulled over wide onto the right. And goes to Sean Dillon instead. Dillon plays that in. There's David Robertson! Denied by Alan McGregor.
Scott, once again, Sean Dillon's delivery into the box, absolutely outstanding. Look at that, and David Robertson, as he does, times the run superbly, and a decent save by the Rangers number one.
Well, Alan McGregor in the form of his career, really. In the UEFA Cup, CIS final, obviously, where he's the key man in the penalty shootout, and that time David Robertson couldn't quite direct it on target. A little stabbed header from the edge of the area. Had that been inside the post, I think McGregor was struggling.
Scott, that wasn't far away either, was it?
Certainly a nervous look round from the Rangers keeper. And one thing we do know is if there is to be a winner in this game, it won't be coming from Kris Boyd. He's replaced with a couple of minutes remaining by Steven Naismith. Naismith making his 29th appearance for Rangers, 5 goals in those.
Today's attendance is 11,214. The match sponsor Scotland United Services Man of the Match is United's number 3, Christian Dailly.
Broke off of Mark Carr. Barry Ferguson picks up. Looking for Darshfield. That's good positioning from Lucas Alushka. Stat at the top of the screen there. And goal attempts, United with 15 to Rangers 8. Gives you some indication of where a lot of the play has been this afternoon. Mark Carr resists the temptation to throw it in to the box looking for Sean Dillon. Comes wide instead for Dillon. Carr picks up again. Flood. Now Dillon again. Little triangle working its way for United. Looking to give Dillon some room. Played in. Flicked goalward by David Robertson. Onto the roof of the net.
Certainly in the last 5 minutes, Scott, you know, it seems to have been United's best method of attack. Sean Dillon's curling balls into the area and David Robertson driving in to meet them.
Well, the few seconds of the regulation, 90 minutes to go, Joe. Who would you nominate as your man of the match this afternoon?
Well, it's it's just came over the tannoy there, Scott, that sponsors man of the match was Christian Dailly, and I think not only has he been excellent defensively today, but the drive and energy he showed going forward would probably put him as my man of the match as well.
And the challenge is thundering in everywhere. Eventually it was Stephen Naismith who was tripped. Flood takes it down. He's got David Weir with him.
Scott, that's as cynical as they come.
Well, off mic as Barry Ferguson was about to play that free kick in, you said to me, Joe, that if United managed to clear that, it was 3-on-3. And I think Davy Weir was fully aware of that when it came to Willo Flood. Long by Zalushka. Papac gets his head to it. And finds Wilkie. Carr does well with Darshville closing him down. And Dods works it wide for Calvinus. There's Dods again. 3 ahead of him. Chips it towards David Robertson. Quayler comes across with a header. Without a play. Chance for Noel Hunt to come across and put a long throw in. Test that Rangers defence once more.
We're now into that final minute of added time, Scott. You asked me, what, 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, would there be a winner? I think if there is, it's going to have to come from this attack.
Hunt with a throw. Met by the head of Dailly. Comes back to Noel Hunt. Way to the back post. McGregor struggling. Papac manages to clear. Well, United knew results yesterday did not go in their favour. There's Flood. Then towards Darren Dailly. Quayler comes across. Flood maybe with another chance to get it into the box. Instead he squares it. Here's Gomez. And Carr. David Robertson. He's clearly fouled as he went to get on the end of that. It'll be one final chance for United to get it in the box.
Once again, Scott, that's a very cynical challenge there. I think it's Lee McCulloch knows that David Robertson's passed him and he's deliberately just walked his way, held on to him.
Well, as I was saying, United, with the results going against them yesterday, knew that they had to put in a performance to keep in pace with things in the race for third. They've certainly done that. It looks like they're going to get at least a point, which would take them back to 4th spot. Is there a winning goal deep in injury time from this set piece? Flood plays it in to the back post. Calvinus with a header.
Oh, Scott, what a chance! What a chance! You know why Christian Dailly is free at the back post there? Oh dear, dear.
If anything, it was an easier chance than the one he scored from. And it was the last effort of the game. Charlie Richmond goes to pick the ball up from Alan McGregor. Tremendous performance again by United against Rangers. Again, they don't get the 3 points that they deserved. Ahead 3 times against Walter Smith's side. Christian Calvin is opening the scoring. Davy Weir levelled matters just before half time. And Noel Hunt headed a second for United not long after the break with Dillon with a great cross. They're paid back again. Nacho Novo went through 1-on-1 with Zalushka and kept his composure. Still, there's another chance for United to go ahead. Carlos Cuellar putting through his own net. But that lead only lasted for a couple of minutes before Willow Flood misplaced a pass, and Kris Boyd